In the preview for Outlander Season 8, Episode 9, Pharos, Claire reflects on her profound understanding of loss and the burden of knowledge. Her voiceover reveals a sense of resignation as she acknowledges the sadness and absence of those who should be present in her life. Claire conveys a deep-seated fear regarding Jamie Fraser's fate at King's Mountain, which she knows has been documented, and her longing for a glimmer of hope that the story is not yet fully told. This introduction highlights Claire's enduring struggle with her knowledge and emotions, distinctly portraying her not as a fearless hero, but as a deeply authentic individual facing her fears after a long period of hiding them. The vastness of the area is accompanied by a deceptive quietness that occurs just before everything explodes. Then Jamie appears. He is gazing out from the edge of a tree line. You realize that the preview is asking you to pay close attention to him during that extra beat of stillness as the shot stays on him longer than you anticipate. To keep him in your thoughts. To realize that everything in this story has been going toward, and perhaps away from, this particular individual. Then Brianna shows up. She approaches him with something less sophisticated than a plan or knowledge. She confronts him head-on and poses the query that viewers have been wondering since the start of the season. She inquires as to whether he will return. That's all. No softening, no praluth. Her father's reluctance to pretend and her mother's candor are traits she inherited. And before he answers, Jamie, who has never been a guy to provide consolation he cannot support, gives his daughter a long look. He assures her that she is no longer in need of fear. It's not nearly a response. He is aware of that. She is aware of that. And everything that neither of them can speak out loud fills the void between what she asked and what he said. The exchange is awful, but it works because of its restraint. Sophie Skelton portrays Brianna in that scene without shedding tears or turning up the volume. Only a silence that speaks louder than either. She is matched by Sam Heughan. His Jamie doesn't give up on certainty. He just holds the ground in front of her and tries to console her, but neither of them understands that this is insufficient. Claire is seen pressuring Jamie to think about taking a different route. She doesn't argue in a panic. They are thoughtful, rational, and emotional. She has considered all of her options, and she is presenting them now because she must, as keeping quiet would be a form of submission. However, Jamie listens with the tone of a man who has already made his decision, not haphazardly or out of pride, but because he has followed the reasoning all the way to the conclusion and discovered that it leads here. He doesn't brush her off. By providing a thorough response, he respects the gravity of her request. He informs her that standing between the people he loves and what is about to happen is the only way to keep them safe. It is not safe to move aside. It's just a different kind of loss. After that, the preview starts to move. What was quiet and still suddenly becomes noisy and swift. We witness the militia assembling, inspecting weapons, and making their way through thick undergrowth with the specific attention of men who have set up for something they hope will never happen, but now have to deal with. Jamie travels among them as a man who sees each of these faces and feels personally responsible for them, rather than as an officer conducting an examination. He is not exercising leadership. He is just being the presence, assurance, and fearlessness that these men require from him. The preview then dwells on a particular scene. Jamie goes into the water. He submerges, moves beneath the surface, and then emerges on the other side with that certain economy of motion that indicates this is not his first conflict or ambush. He approaches a target with total concentration, and the subsequent action is quick and decisive. Not because of its severity, but rather because of what it reveals. It is the most viscerally charged scene in the trailer. This man is engrossed in the battle. Not broken, not hesitant. Dangerous, alive, and committed. For a brief period, the years separating the Jamie Fraser of the early seasons and the Jamie Fraser of everything that followed collide. He claims that the protection that costs him the most is the only real protection he can provide. Standing down has never equated to ensuring everyone's safety. You get the impression from the way he delivers that sentence that he has considered it numerous times during quiet periods that has not come naturally to him, and that once he has reached it, he will not stray from it. Roger makes a fleeting appearance in clerical attire, which contrasts sharply with the mayhem all around him. He's not carrying a weapon. He's in prayer. He purposefully leaves it unclear whether he is praying for the men heading into battle or for something more specific. Roger has made the decision to forego using a sword. However, he exhibits a different type of bravery in this preview, remaining calm and grounded as everything around him escalates into violence. The bravery of a man who, despite the world's opinion that the time demands something different, has discovered and fully inhabited his position. Near the end of the preview, William makes an appearance. For a brief moment only, he is dressed in uniform, and unlike the men he has been dining with, he is not on the same side of this conflict. The preview only needs to convey that visual tension to convey the direction of his arc. In this video, he doesn't speak. As always, he just stands there torn between two universes, and the camera doesn't linger long enough to reveal which one he will select. The last picture is of Claire. She completes the frame by standing far away and observing via the spyglass she was holding at the opening. She's trying to find something. She's not sure if she'll discover it yet. The voiceover makes one last appearance. She claims that although she is unsure if the man she loves would return to her, she is certain of this. He'll fight as if it were feasible. And because she rejects the alternative, she'll be there, waiting, trusting. The preview concludes without a resolution, without guarantee. It concludes precisely how the finest previews do, not by providing a response, but by making you understand why the issue is so important in the first place, completely and without justification. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives like this. See you in the next review.